Can I sign up for Cars on Search if I don't have a website yet? Is one of the questions we get asked a lot.
Yes, if you have a current inventory management system, we can actually take that data and feed it through our algorithm to give you the information necessary to put on the Google My Business tab. If you have a URL, that would be the best way to do it. It's the easiest way on your part to handle your inventory versus your management system.
Do I need to have a Google My Business account connected to Cars on Search to make it work?
I believe that you should have a Google My Business account because the Cars tab is actually attached to the Google My Business profile that actually appears when you do a search for your business and the city location of your local dealership. So to answer that, we would recommend it. I do not know of a way that the Cars tab could be applied to your profile without a Google My Business account.
How do I know if my inventory is being updated every day by using Cars on Search?
Currently, Google does not have a reporting system that gives you a list, so you'd have to do a quality management process of yourself. We truly try to link it to your management system, but really to your website. We take the information that you're feeding to your website. You would probably need to do a quality control check every so often, just randomly picking cars out and seeing if they match the Cars tab. And if they are not, then we need to be notified. But we have not heard of any problems with that at this point in time.
What other networks does Cars on Search publish to besides just to Google My Business?
Currently, Google is the only reporting system that we have at this point in time. We are in conversation with other people, but at this point in time, Google is the only option that we have. But if you have a feed that you are interested in, let us know, and maybe we can start to work with those people.
How long does it take to start seeing results and getting views on my listings with Cars on Search?
Well, basically, as soon as you sign up with us, it takes 7 to 10 days to get the feeds to start to talk to the Cars tab. There is currently not a reporting system by Google on how many people are seeing your site. The only way you might be able to do is get some analytics or some reports from your Google My Business if people are clicking from the Cars tab to your website. That'd be the only way you would know, but you can't tell where those hits are coming from. So at this point in time, there's really no way to tell how effective the Cars tab is, except for maybe looking at your bottom line if it starts to increase or the number of contacts.
What is the reason you decided to start Cars on Search, and how is it connected with Simply Be Found?
Well, basically, Simply Be Found was started out as an advocate for small local businesses, small to medium size. And in that process, we were given the opportunity to help car dealerships with this tab, which is tied to the Google My Business accounts. And so basically, it was a good tie for us to offer Simply Be Found and Cars on Search. When you sign up for Cars on Search, we're going to give you Simply Be Found because it'll help your ability with your local SEO. But in addition to that, not only are we looking at the large car dealerships, we're looking at we've actually broken it up into 3 different sizes so that dealerships of different sizes can pay at different rates based on the number of cars on their lots.
And what does your pricing all include for Cars on Search? And can I go direct with Google to be able to get this?
Yes, you can go directly to Google. It is a free option, but you have to do an application with Google. I do not know any of the details on how long it takes. I do know that I've heard of people doing it, but I don't know if they've actually gotten the feeds up and running at this point in time. So the pricing includes unlimited number of listings of your inventory. And within that listings, we'll be able to break it down for you on whether it's new or used, the make, the model, and all the way down to the trim level. So everything there is included in the price. It's unlimited listings for you. You can add and take people down at any time. There's no additional charges. Again, the pricing is based on the number of cars in there, but there are no limits, and everything's included in that price. There's no add-ons at this point in time. And also with the membership of belonging to Cars on Search, you're going to get our local SEO advertising program, which is called Simply Be Found, included with that.
Do I get any notification when my listings are updated?
At this point in time, you do not get any notifications from Google when they're updated. The only thing that we can guarantee is that the feeds will come from you to us to Google once every 24 hours. We don't have any way of controlling how often your feeds come in. And without knowing exactly what's happening on your schedule, we can't guarantee when those updates happen and if the listings are updated. So an example would be if you do your update at midnight and the Google feed happens before midnight, you would not see it until the next morning.
And since you update your listings every single day on Cars on Search, do you have any minimum number of cars that will be updated or a maximum number of cars that will be updated every day?
No, again, you can add as many as you want every day, and you can take off as many as you want every day at no additional charge.
If I'm a small car dealership, can I just use your system as an inventory management system? Or is that something you guys do, and are you an inventory management system?
We are not an inventory management system. We do not want to get into that side of it with our programming. There is a manual option, but we do not recommend it because it gets very difficult to manage on your part.
What does cars for sale on Google My Business look like?
First off, what it looks like is only be seen on mobile devices at this point in time. It is not seen on desktop. So you'll have to use your mobile device. And when you do that, you're going to see your business listing come up. And in there, you're going to see a line of information that will have your reviews, your web information, contact information, and the car's inventory or the car's tab will be shown on there when it's activated. Once you're inside that, you'll be able to see a cars for sale listing of your inventory. And at that point in time, the user will be able to select the new or used function, and then again, the make, the model, and the trim level. They'll be able to view all the information of each individual vehicle that you have, the photo gallery of the car that they've selected, and they'll be able to look at all the attributes or all the information about the cars on mileage, price, ownership, and that kind of information.
Can I display my new and used inventory inside of the business profile by using Cars on Search?
Yes, that's actually one of the functions that's very user-friendly. When they select the tab, there'll be a pull-down menu that they'll be able to see, and they can choose new or used at that point in time. And then once they get to, they choose that option, they can choose the other information based on your dealership.
My auto lot only has used inventory. Is that possible to display just my used inventory within Cars on Search on the business profile?
Absolutely. You can show the used cars without any problem. Basically, what will come up then is that you won't get the option between new and used based on the feeds of the information you're giving us. If they're all used, it'll just come up automatically for you. It's only going to show you the make that they can choose from, the model, and then the trim level.
Is my inventory shown on desktop and mobile, or where can I find it within my business profile?
Basically, the only way that you can see the Cars tab currently is on a mobile device. You will not be able to see it on a desktop. I've made that mistake thinking I can go look at it, and it's not there, and I panic out, and then I realize that I should be on my mobile device and not on my laptop or my desktop.
I signed up for Cars on Search. What's the next steps that happen?
Basically, what we need to do is we have to have the information given to us about your inventory management system, if that's the way you're going to go, and or your URL information for your website provider so that we can talk to your website provider and get the information necessary to get the data feeds to our algorithm so that it uploads to Google My Business profile, Cars tab.